When I realized these people were dying, I couldn't understand. I thought maybe the world was coming to an end. I couldn't understand why so many people were dying. And no one is doing anything about it. No one says anything about it.
Formosa plastic. Formosa would be the biggest plastics crisis. Biggest crisis.
How many more you want to die? My family have lived in St. James Parish all of our lives. I think the property has been in our family for 4 generations. When I was a little girl, my daddy had gardens where we'd have vegetables, snap beans, butter beans, okra, and my daddy would sell the vegetables to the French markets in New Orleans, and that would be money for our school clothes and school supplies. Our children and our grandchildren, we want them to stay in St. James, but we can't if the industry keep coming in to take over our communities. How do I fight multi-billion-dollar corporations?
More than 100 petrochemical plants.
This is one of the most polluted places in America.
Often referred to as Cancer Alley.
Cancer Alley.
Cancer Alley.
Cancer Alley.
Cancer Alley.
When you're dealing with this not from just one plant, but 200 plus plants, there's a cumulative impact that is undeniable in these fence line communities.
A lot of those neighborhoods that reside in Cancer Alley are filled with Black and brown folks who have various ailments, diseases, issues, you name it, as a result of living near petrochemical plants.
Neighbors on both sides of me had cancer. They passed away. Friends, loved ones, my sister-in-law had breast cancer and she passed away. Just about every household that you would speak to in St. James have someone that was lost to cancer or have cancer now. I first heard about Formosa Plastics in 2018. The governor had just announced that another industry was coming into St. James, and I found out it was only 2 miles from my home.
Formosa would be the biggest plastics plant that has ever been built in Louisiana. They would be permitted to emit 22 toxic air pollutants. Those include ethylene oxide, which is a known carcinogen linked to leukemia, lung cancer, benzene, which actually can be transferred from a mother to a developing fetus. Anyone within a certain radius is at unacceptable risk for cancer from those pollutants.
Hey Sylvia, are you gonna come to our action today?
The people in the community that really wanted to do something, and they would tell me, Levine, we gotta do this, we gotta do that, and they encouraged me and helped me to get started doing the fight. The parish council, they get a little leery when they see us walking in the parish council meetings. Oh, that's them. That's those fighters that's coming in.
Hello.
Hi, is this Vondra?
Yes, this is she.
Hi, Vondra. This is Caleb. We spoke earlier this week. I just wanted to.
I'm gonna have to cancel, Caleb. I'm about to go to the dentist. I have a dental appointment at that time.
Okay. Well, I hope your dentist appointment turns out well. We'd really love to meet with you, though. So if you get a chance, please reach back out to us. It's really important.
I gotta get this tooth out.
Okay. Hope you feel better.
Bye-bye.
They just don't respond. I don't get this.
Yeah, she would have said okay if I actually want to meet with them. then I will say either I cannot meet at this time, or I would have given a time that wasn't a conflict.
We should call him. We have his number.
No.
Here he is.
Vondra. Maybe it doesn't work. Don't work no more. Wow.
So he turned and changed his number.
Yeah, that doesn't
You
work
mean
anymore.
that number was the number you called?
That was the number I called earlier this week.
That
That's
little
the
critter.
number. Yeah.
What?
That's what's in the.
Girl, and that's some stuff.
Yeah, that looked like him. That looked like him. He passed that phone to
Why would you
his
pass your own house?
Because you don't want to talk to us.
Yeah,
That's right.
But you gotta go home.
phone. Look like he's slowing down.
Oh, I think that might be him. He's just like,
Or he's staking it out to make sure.
He's not coming. He's waiting on us to leave. Come on, let's walk. Walk a little bit. And,
He's moving.
oh.
It's him. It's him.
yeah, it's him.
It's
Okay.
He went call the cops for us. As far as I knew, no one talked to the community about Formosa or no other industry. They just came in. Come on, Robert, let's go in because it's 10 o'clock. Yes, we are.
I'm very happy to have you.
Okay, we're glad that you accepted our invitation to let us come to you with our concerns. Our concerns are, we have too many industries in St. James Parish, especially in the 5th District. We're coming to you to ask you to help us. If this plant come over here, we are not going to be able to breathe clean air. We're not going to be able to live.
But I just need factual information. I need scientific data.
Okay.
I need real information.
Tulane Environmental Law Clinic did this groundbreaking study to show that when you look at the NADA cancer data, which is the cancer risk from toxic air pollution, in combination with cancer rates in the area from the Louisiana Tumor Registry, you see that in these areas that are highly impoverished, that there are elevated cancer risk and cancer rates.
I know thousands of people who actually work in the industries inside the fence lines
I do too.
that don't have cancer.
Well, I know some that that work in the fence line and they had cancer and they died.
And
Ask
well,
him.
Ms. Sharon Love, with all due respect, we all gonna die.
We are gonna
We
die.
all gonna die.
But why rush it?
So what?
Why
I'm
rush
not
it with
trying
these
to rush it.
industries?
I told you my main concern is the health and safety of our residents. And
That's
I don't
our
see
concern,
the
too.
life expectancy of the residents in St. James Parish any less than the life expectancy of any other state in the country. Is it?
This is
I mean, is it? I'm just asking.
this is Cancer Alley.
It's not Cancer Alley.
Yes, it is Cancer Alley.
That's a myth.
That's Cancer Alley. All these people up here dying, 150 chemical
dying
plants
all
doing
over
cancer.
the
This
place.
is Cancer Alley. Don't tell me this is not Cancer Alley. We elect our parish officials to speak for us. They speak for themselves, and they vote for these industries to come in.
The money that is made by petrochemical industries do not benefit the folks that reside in the area. A lot of the petrochemical plants in the state of Louisiana have not paid taxes in upwards of 50 years. And where do we get the nice roads, the great schools, the beautiful neighborhoods? From taxes. And so the money is definitely not going to Black and brown neighborhoods.
It's very clear that the racism still exists when you look at where these corporations choose to put their factories.
Before I was born, a lot of the land was plantation with slave owners. And now the chemical plants are building the industries on top of slave lands. We're not free of industry. So they're taking our lives just like the slave owners did to the slaves back then.
Artemis
Caesar. She was a slave on Buena Vista. Some of these people we can actually probably say are buried at Buena Vista.
I'm sure.
Yes.
I'm more than sure.
Yes. So, if you look very closely, you can see right here, there's a circle with a cross in it. And that's a cemetery. There's no doubt.
Well, one of our attorneys requested public records, and they confirmed that there are grave sites on that property. And Formosa admitted that they found human skull and 1 or 2 body parts.
I think I have the names of closer to 400 slaves and freedmen that are there.
Formosa Plastics stated that there were not any ancestral grave sites on the property. Sharon basically said there was, and that opened an investigation on Formosa Plastics. The Formosa situation was particularly egregious because it was yet again the audacity, right, of an industry to choose a slave grave site to put a plastics plant or put any chemical plant.
Formosa did not alert the parish officials that they had found these remains. They knew 17 months prior to us telling the parish council. They had no intentions on telling them. I think they wanted to build without anyone knowing about the grave sites. And our ancestors didn't know that we're going to stop Formosa. This is their home. This was their home when they were alive. This was their home when they died. So they don't want Formosa or anyone to come here and desecrate what's left of their remains. So they know that we're going to stop Formosa. The final straw was they acted like it was nothing, like it was going to come in, and there's nothing you could do about it. The police officer came to my house and told me that Formosa told them to tell me not to come on their property. Well, I'm on here today.
99% of plastics are made out of fossil fuels. They're made from natural gas. They're made from what's left over when oil is refined. We are looking at a situation in which if we don't address the plastics crisis, we will not be able to address the climate crisis. And of course, you can't talk about climate impacts in Louisiana without talking about extreme hurricanes.
We're continuing to track Hurricane Ida.
Hurricane Ida.
Hurricane Ida.
Hurricane Ida slamming into Louisiana.
An extremely dangerous Cat 4 storm, winds reaching 150 miles an hour.
During Hurricane Ida, I stayed in my home. We didn't have electricity for 2 weeks. The kitchen ceiling is about to collapse, and the ceiling in the hallway is about to collapse. The whole house is damaged except for one room. The whole house. 2 weeks after the hurricane, that's when they started to come in to help people. Almost everybody's roof was damaged. So it's really bad. We appreciate you coming, Clyde. We need to see where you stand on Formosa Plastics and how we can go on and stop this industry.
I'm not in the sense against industry, because if industry gonna come and be responsible and be accountable, I don't have a fight with it. But I do personally believe that there's too much industry in the 5th district.
Do you really know how many people want Formosa? Just the people that live there.
In the local area, the majority don't want them here.
If you knew the majority didn't want it here, why you voted for it?
I just told you the position I was in. I explained that
Oh,
already.
okay, but damn the people. Don't worry about what the people say.
I'm not ashamed of the position I took I ain't gonna never please everybody. You ain't gonna never please everybody. And I'm not gonna try. But I guarantee you at the end of the day, God was pleased with it. So I'm not your enemy. Because God give us different assignments, that don't mean I'm against the people. I'm following my assignment.
I disagree with that.
No.
That is outrageous, really, man.
No, why is
this
this
is not about the kingdom of God.
No.
This is about the 5th district of St. James Parish. He represents the people. He votes the way the people tell him to vote. He's our representative.
So now we're trying to go forward. So going forward, what we want to do is we want a partnership. We look to you and you let us down. And you need to fear letting us down because we are your people.
Rise don't represent the whole parish, the whole 50. And not everybody in the district. Where are the other people that got different opinions? That's what I tell you. Y'all bring something off balance. So when you're going to bring things off balance, you're going to lose the argument.
Right now, you gaslighting.
I'm just telling you.
It's time for this to come in. You don't want to come and join with Rise and help us to stop this? Tell us right now if you don't want to help us. Tell us if you want to help us. We got all of us here. Come and tell us if you're going to help us or not. The answer is no. He don't want to help us. He don't want to help us to breathe clean air. He don't want to help us to drink clean water. That's all we asking you, to come here and compromise with us, find strategies. Let us live. Stop having all this cancer. This boy got cancer right down there on Wood Street. I just found out the boy got brain cancer. Oscar just died with cancer. How many more you want to die?
Fist up, you say fight back. Fist up,
fight back.
Fist up,
fight back.
Fist up,
fight back.
Fist up,
fight back.
Fist up,
fight back.
Fist up,
fight back.
Fist up,
fight back.
People are dying rapidly. Industry don't care about us. All they care about is making a dollar. We have 113,000 signatures asking you to stop Formosa Plastics. We live there. This is our home, and this is where we plan to stay. So we're asking you, President Biden, to do something about all of this.
As countries and governments are setting goals around reducing carbon emission, if we're not having a conversation about plastics in the same breath, we are going to fail on both fronts.
Rise St. James has pretty much laid out the foundation, a blueprint for groups across the state to be able to do the same thing in terms of stopping petrochemical build out and really giving voice to Black and brown folks who don't necessarily have one.
No man, no human being could take this fight out of me, because God put this fight in me. And St. James is where I'm going to stay. If anybody leave, it will be industry.